Kanaka, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another stunning day here in beautiful Savi, Fiji. We have had terrible weather for probably 3 or 4 months, like not exaggerating. It's been so bad that the only time I've ever been sort of coming out here is for charters. Today's the first day that we've got an actual break in the weather. Amazing weather gap, glassy conditions. Should be pretty calm most of the day. We'll probably get a bit of a ripple from the southeast a little later. But you guys have met Hunter before, my neighbor Hunter. Him and I have come out here for a bit of an adventure. Definitely got to get some fish. Here in Fiji, fish is like a bit of a currency, and I've got to pay a few debts in fish that I owe a few people. So we've just rocked up at a place. I don't know if you can see behind me here. There is a stack of bait on this bomby here. So we're going to actually drop in the water here with the spear guns and see if we can get a few little delicious treats from the ocean and get some good footage for you guys. So let's do it. It's always good dropping into the water when you see so much activity from the surface there with all those bait fish stacked up on the bomby. Actually, when I first got over towards the bomby, I saw a couple of good eating size coral trout right up on top. Now, between sort of 400 and 600 mil long is good eating size. Larger than that, and we've got to worry about ciguatera here, so we sort of go for that slot size. And when I looked over the edge here, you'll see down the bottom there's a few midnight snapper, a few coral trout, and it's looking pretty cool. So I start making my way down, trying to not sort of spook them too much. So I didn't do a very good job at sneaking up on those fish. They knew exactly what I was up to, and they buggered off pretty quick. So I just had a little bit of a snoop around, see if there's anything right up under the ledges there, see if there's anything out on the flats, and yeah, it was pretty quiet after I went down there and sort of scattered everything. So my strategy here on the next dive was, rather than to go all the way down to the bottom, was to make my way part way down the face of the bomby and then sort of work my way along. And see if there's anything that's just sort of hanging up there, sort of mid-water column on the face of the reef. Such a pretty spot to dive here. The coral's amazing, the hard corals, the soft corals, little aquarium fish that are around. Such a cool spot. And then I see that peacock hind right up there up against the reef. Perfect eating size, stunning fish. Take the shot and lights out on that fella. The colors on these things are crazy. They'd be so pretty in like an aquarium or something like that, but unfortunately for them, they taste amazing. And you know, right in that 40-45 centimeter size is really good for eating. So I never usually take more than 1 or 2 reefies from the one spot. So, you know, taking that guy was definitely enough for there. With the amount of bait that was hanging around there, I was thinking we'll probably have a mackie show up. So I did actually do a few more drops and just hang in the bait. But the bait was actually pretty chilled. So we decided to move on and do a bit of trawling. Hunter! Yeah. Into a decent fish. Man, look at the head bumps on that thing. All right, that'll just bring that straight back in through the door. Oh! That was good catch and release, mate.
You like that one? He's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah. So about 5 minutes after this fish, the lure got hung up on a bit of reef unmarked on the chart. And so I dove in to retrieve the lure, took the gun just in case. You can see the lure there. Got the lure back, one of my favorites, so definitely wanted to dive in and get that one back. But there's just so much going on here that I couldn't resist and had to hang around for a few extra dives. Let's see if we can pick up another fish for the dinner plate there.
So many bait fish here. Heaps of bait, fusies.
So with my first proper dive on this bombi, I just wanted to sort of suss out what was going on and not have the same thing happen to me like I did on the last one and have me sort of spook everything that was, you know, hanging down at those deeper depths. The top of this bombi is at about 7 meters deep. This ledge here is around about 9 meters. Then it drops off down there to roughly 18 to 20. And you'll see down the bottom there, whole heap of coral trout, snapper, there's some red bass down there, obviously surgeon fish, they sort of hang around on just about everything here. But I was super keen to get down there and yeah, see if I could get one of those coral trout. In actual fact, I saw a kokoda down there that got me pretty excited too. But just check out the bait here. So after my last effort, I swam a little bit further around the edge of the bombi, so I wasn't going to be dropping directly down on these guys. With the setup that I have, I guess the amount of weight that I wear, once I get to about 9-10 meters, I start to get into sort of free fall. So it's sort of perfect on this bombi. Just as I get over this edge, I can stop kicking and I just sort of start sinking towards the bottom and making my way down towards where I saw those fish. Now the problem that I've got here is between me and the kokoda, there is a coral trout. So you'll see right here is the kokoda, and then there's this coral trout sitting here. Now, I know if I spook that trout, he's gonna spook the kokoda, and I really wanted the kokoda, but failure number one. Then there's the other two trout off to my right, and there's failure number 2. So didn't do too well on that dive. How many fish, like literally good dinner plate fish there, and I didn't get one of them. Check out this reef, check out the bait. Places like this I could seriously just dive all day. So I let that spot cool down a bit, see if those fish would sort of forget about me and come back out. So I dropped down further around the bombi, and then I started to head the other way and see if I could find any trout that weren't at that little gathering on the previous dive. So there's nothing much hanging around on the reef, but then there's this guy that's just out in the open. So I take that fella. Coral trout, not the smartest fish in the ocean. They tend to give you a pretty good shot fairly regularly. So back trawling, and after a while, lure gets stuck up on the reef again. So I quickly hop in. The visibility on this spot is absolutely amazing. So I dive down, have a little look around to see what's down there in terms of fish. We've got midnight snapper, we've got red bass, we've got coral trout, we've got other reefies, but I did spot a beautiful kokoda just sitting out up on the reef. So Hunter throws me my spear gun and I dive down and see if I can get a bit of redemption. Everything's trying to distract me. From the top left of the corner there, you're going to see some awesome coral trout just sitting down below the ledge. From a ledge right underneath me, 2 bluefin trevally come swimming out, which are also delicious, but my eyes were on the prize with that kawa. Not exactly in perfect range, but I just had to take the shot because once he got under that plate coral, he would have been gone forever. Not my best shot, but definitely a good holding shot. And we've got the kawa on board. Such a delicious fish to eat. Alright, so we are wrapping up a pretty awesome day on the water. We got ourselves a pretty good little mixed bag of reefies and a little mackie. So gonna pay my debts, as I said. I owe some people some fish. And then the mackie, we're gonna do a Kokoda tomorrow. So see you in the morning. Alright guys, it is Fiji day today. We're over at the shop. I'm here with a few of the crew. We've got Rebecca, Heather, Hunter, and Wendy. You guys haven't met Wendy yet. She's the vet nurse here in Savi Savi.
Hello.
You're supposed to say Bula.
Bula.
So it's Fiji day. We're here. We're having a few drinks, listening to some tunes, and cooking up a freaking storm. Check this out. I said to you guys the other day that I was going to show you a new. Hang on. Just turn this down. Right, the music was a little bit loud. We got these guys in here.
Hi.
Just doing the whole tweenage and teenage thing. But I was saying to you guys yesterday how I'm cutting corners with the Kokoda. So earlier this morning I cut up the fish and got that into the lime juice, and then cut up the other ingredients and got those ready just to bring over here to make life easy. And then when we got here, I scraped some coconuts, and then ends up like this, right? And usually you guys have seen on other videos, we put this in the sulu, and then squeeze it out to get all the coconut cream out. But I have this, which is like a cold press juicer, and it makes life super, super easy. So check this out. So you put the scraped coconut in there, and then underneath comes out perfectly squeezed coconut cream, and then all the dry coconut in the front here. So it's sort of like the lazy man's way of doing it, but still legit. Like it's not canned, like when you use canned coconut cream and all that, it's never as good. And then when people scrape it and squeeze it out with the sulu, it's hard work, so you know sometimes they'll add water so they don't have to squeeze out as much. You do it like this, it's super easy. You get so much of the coconut cream out of a little bit of scraped coconut, and the Kokoda is like chef's kiss, beautiful. Okay, so all the coconut cream's done. Luxurious, looks amazing. So we've got the coconut cream, we've got everything that I got prepared earlier this morning. Fish has been soaking in the lime juice. So basically all we need to do is put it together pretty much. So we just drain off the fish, chuck that in. So I just sort of add it as we go and then taste test it. So some onion, tomato. I love red in the white, like the contrast. And I've got green capsicum here because that's what I had, but I usually put red capsicum, but the green and the red will look good. I know it's Fiji Day, but it's Christmas colours. That looks wicked. I think a bit more tomato.
Coriander. And
then some salt. This is where after you've done all this work and you're doing this and then the lid falls off and all the salt drops in.
Are you saying that from experience?
Yeah. That happened to me like 2 nights ago, didn't it?
Yes. But what was it with? Was it salt or the pepper?
Squid. It was with pepper.
Pepper.
In the squid. All right, we'll give it another stir. Now, before I take it out there to those guys, I'm gonna have a little taste test. All right, here we go. Let's get a little bit of everything. Maybe could a little bit more lime juice. A bit more lime juice and a bit more salt. Taste test number 2. I did clean the spoon in between.
Good.
Right. Hell yeah. I'm going to apologise up front for all of you Fijian guys living abroad overseas. Sorry to do this to you, but if you're missing this, let me know in the comments. What is your favourite Fijian dish? There's nothing more Fijian than Kokoda to have on Fiji Day, so loving it. Let's get into it.
Should we take it out later then?
Yeah, no,
All right.
no. Let's leave them out there. We'll just sit in there and eat it.
Let's leave it in here and eat it.
Let's do it. Word of warning, if you want any of that, get into it before Denver gets here. Denver will smash it. Wasabi, soy. Next one.
Good.
Sick. Now Hunter only likes yellowfin sushi. He's a little bit of a snob. He doesn't realise what he's missing out on here.
I'm going to try it. Tell you what you're missing out on.
Oh, when he's going
We're about to convert Hunter.
Oh, give us a verdict.
Now this is that little young wallow you got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
You can't handle it.
Being that I saw him pull it out of the ocean, I'm trying.
You watch his mind
That
change.
is fresh.
Now he's like, oh shit, now I like.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
It is very fresh and perfect. Sashimi's better, day 2.
You got this yesterday?
Yeah. Alrighty, Kokoda time. Who's up first?
Oh. Wow.
All of us.
Low tide.
Low tide?
Low tide.
Like that?
Yep. Perfect.
Wow.
Oh, yum.
Definitely not low tide.
High tide.
High
That's
tide.
amazing. Thank you.
So everybody signed our immersion waiver. If you're a customer, you've signed it as well. Because after 3 bowls, you get the shits.
Because it's so rich.
Very
because we
rich.
don't water the coconut milk down.
That looks incredible.
Oh, it's
delicious.
Is it good?
So good.
Oh, sorry, Wendy, there's a
That's
spoon.
okay. That is the best Kokoda
Right?
I've had in Fiji.
He's good at
Are you serious?
Girl. Rebecca.
Mine
Wow.
looks
Some
Simon.
serious feedback. So can you go to TripAdvisor? So on that note, we're going to go out on a high, feed our faces with the Kokoda, sashimi, and some other awesome food that everyone's bought today. So thanks for tuning in. Happy Fiji Day. Hope you like the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Wow. They're the best. They're the best of sashimi. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they are the best wasabi. Just a little.
What do you think?